Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm back. It feels great. Um, Look, it's been a day. I have to pack for Portugal at the moment. I just finished watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And then before I even log on, I see that the Pink Lady and Cardi B are going at it again, y'all. And if my tongue looks, crazy to you, I just had a green blow pop. So yeah, let's get all that out the way. But yes, this is my review for the Real Housewives of Miami. I had to think about that right quick. This is the season 7 finale. And yeah, let's get into it because I want to keep up with the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef. It's just something to do. I mean, it is what night is it? It's Tuesday night, y'all. It's just a lot going on. Mm. But thank y'all for tuning in on this lovely Tuesday night. I've been doing night reviews, so enjoy the background. My review for Salt Lake City, hopefully it'll be up tomorrow afternoon. I just have to get up early to take my notes and stuff like that. What else? Before I get into this review, Pop Roast Extra, I posted that yesterday. I did that when I was in Palm Springs with Alex. It was really funny. Check that out. Support my Patreon. It's patreon.com/cdiggy1. What else? Pop roast this week. I want to do it from Portugal. I'm sure I'm gonna have time to do it in my hotel, and it's gonna be the day after the Diddy sentencing. So we're gonna have a lot to talk about. So that's my announcements. So let's get into this review. So we open this episode with not one, but two conflicting events held by Cuban freaking frack. Marisol is having like a Christmas gift giveaway at her house, and um, Alexia, she's having like an event at her salon. And Marisol's event, it's basically like brands she's partnering with. So I don't know. According to Adriana, she said that she's just like re-giving gifts that were given to her. But at Marisol's event, we also get a cameo from the one and only Jill Zarin, who I think actually lives in Miami these days. A lot of the New York housewives, the OGs, they live in Florida now. The ladies that show up to Marisol's event are Larsa, Stephanie, Gertie, and Adriana. Honestly, if I was on the cast, I would have chose Marisol's event. It looks like, that I would actually leave with something, like multiple things. And, like Gertie, I like free stuff. Gertie was acting like, she was on supermarket sweep or something. Now, she was kind of rude to the one of the ladies at the Charms kiosk, but she explained herself on Instagram. Like, I think she said she was a little tipsy or whatever. But yeah, it did come off a little rude, Gertie, just saying. Oh, hey, y'all. Rich the Fish. Hey, Chris. Kiki really came through this episode, and stop getting freaky with Shrek. Stop getting freaky with Shrek. Who's that? I love your night reviews. Thank you. Love Lisbon. I can't wait to go. It is straining me right now though, because I just came from Palm Springs for a bachelor party. I'm telling y'all, I'm not traveling by choice this go round. Like, I gotta be there for my friends. I also need them to stop getting married because my bank account is telling me no, bitch, no. Chris, get ready to walk, and strut because Portugal is no joke. I had to walk up and down their hilly ass cities. That's fine. That is fine. Yeah. Oh, you think you funny, huh? Stop getting freaky with Shrek. Okay, I got you, Rich the Fish. You're going to get put in timeout in a second. Anyway, thank you for watching, though. So we're at Alexia's event now. Kiki and Julia show up to this event. Julia lets them know she has an event coming up where it's a combined charity for the music arts and the adoption agency where she got her kids. So we have 4 events in one episode. I think that's a record, y'all. 4 different events. That's crazy. Back at Marisol's event, Gertie is talking to Adriana about her friendship with Julia and her lack of loyalty. I mean, it's definitely come to a boiling point with Adriana. And the Kiki situation, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, even though I thought that this one time again, like the thing she has against Julia, it wasn't her fault. And it sucks because I've been wanting them to talk about how Julia just jumped ship on her friendships, you know? Meanwhile, at Alexia's event, we see Lisa arrive. We then see Alexia talking to her son about her relationship with Todd. He doesn't care except for the fact that Frankie is involved, and it's not fair to him, especially the way that Todd walked out on him. Alexia really doesn't have a comeback for that. She says that Todd didn't even apologize to her sons. Excuse me. So switching back to Marisol's event, the ladies all sitting together, and the topic brought up by Adriana is she still feels some type of way about Kiki and the age shaming. Like, she's milking this too much, and I'm over it. I'm sure y'all were over it too. Like, how many episodes was this ago now? It's just getting tired. I think we all know that she was really paranoid about being canceled for saying ratchet. So we're seeing her crash out in real time. Because I really think her life flashed before her eyes because she said the word ratchet. And I think she knew what she said, but we'll get to that. Now, we flip to Kiki talking about the situation at Alexia's event. And she says she hopped on an Amazon truck, which I didn't notice until I saw the flashback. Like, she really jumped. She didn't even get an Uber. She just jumped on an Amazon truck to get her out of Dodge because Adriana accused her of calling her a racist, as well as brought her token black friend into it. Now, side fucking note. Now, I know y'all saw this in the flashback because they took something out that we did not see in the last episode. In that flashback, we see Adriana confronting Kiki, and then she brings her black friend over and says, "Oh, well, she has something to tell you, black girl to black girl." Bitch, what? What? You are not doing yourself any favors by doing that. Like, I'm kind of left speechless because I was here for Adriana, but you know I'm fair. I'm a fair reviewer. And even though I don't care for Julia, I'm like, Adriana, what the fuck is wrong with you? Really? You sick your black friend on Kiki. Really? Like, did anybody else was just like taken aback by that? And I'm starting to think, yes, Janice, like, she knew what the word meant now. Like, I think she said ratchet because Kiki was black. She wouldn't have said that to Stephanie. She wouldn't have said it to Larsa. She told that specifically to a black girl at the table. And now I'm side-eyeing you, Adriana, because you knew what you did. You knew what you did. Right. Digging herself deeper and deeper. All she had to do was let it go. Let it go. Even the cake shit, that wasn't even like a big fucking deal. Like that, I don't know. Like, you lost me, girl. You lost me. And I don't care if you come back next season now. But anyway, people be so afraid to get canceled, but will vote for a living Cheeto that attacks free speech. Make it make sense. Exactly. That's what I want to know. Who you voted for? Black girl to black girl would have gotten her cursed out by me. Oh, for real. Like, if I was Kiki, I would have cursed her and her black friend out for even, like, because her black friend should have, like, went off on Adriana. Anyway, ooh, that pissed me off. So then the next event that everyone is going to is Stephanie's Christmas party. So the next scene, it's the evening of Julia's event, event 3 of 4 this episode. We found out that, it's for 2 completely different causes, but she also says it's not a charity event. So they're not asking money for this event, which is even more confusing to me. So why are y'all there? Like, what is this party for? Like, is it because you like opera and you adopted uh 2 kids? So you're just putting the adoption agency and the music house together. I don't know. I guess it was for awareness. And she said a future collaboration. And I don't know. But I think she just wanted a reason to sing in front of people. Anyway, only 3 of the girls made it to her event. And look, I wouldn't win either. But it was Cuban freaking Frack and Kiki. I would never want to be on a mixed race ensemble reality show. Put me with the ninjas. So at the event, she's discussing her fractured relationship with Adriana, who says she had rehearsal that day for Stephanie's event. And in Julia's eyes, I guess she don't believe it, because she feels that if Adriana really wanted to be there, she would have been. And she doesn't feel supported by her. So then later on, Julia goes on stage to sing, and I still don't know why people keep encouraging this, because she's not an opera singer. My best friend is an opera singer, and I really need to show him a video of Julia singing just to get his opinion. I think it's embarrassing. Of course, she's singing with someone who can actually sing to mask how bad she sounds. But anyway, next scene, we go right into Stephanie's Christmas party. Kiki arrives first with her dad again. She's really trying to sell her relationship with him. I don't know. It's more so like, how your friend tells you like how terrible this person is, but like how terrible their ex was to them, but they bring their ex around. That's kind of how I feel with Kiki and her dad. Like, you have all this trauma from this man. He kicked you out. He was hardly in your life. And now you just, I get it. She wants to make good with her dad, but it's just, when Stephanie told her dad, oh, you did so well with her. No, he didn't. It was more so the other way around. Like, Kiki did okay on her dad. I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But look, I get it. We all want our relationship with our with our fathers. I get it. So if she like it, I love it. Good for her. We then get a cameo from Carmen Carrera from Drag Race, who failed, obviously, at being a friend to the cast. I guess she was just a guest or a +1. I didn't think I would be able to use that for a minute. Pop Rose people know. But Carmen, girl, there's always next year, because they need to slash half the cast after this season. I will say this party looks fantastic, and money was clearly spent. This is my first live with you. YouTube didn't notify me. I'm sick of YouTube. YouTube is a hating ass bitch, but I will say you're gonna have to hit the notification button. Like, you can't just follow me. You have to hit the notification button, that little bell. Then it alerts you. Otherwise, they ain't gonna show my black gay ass on here. So, let's see, where am I? So later on, Kiki brings Adriana to the side to squash their beef and apologize for the cake. I think she's being the bigger person, the more mature person too, even though she's younger. Adriana just goes along to get along, because she doesn't want to cause drama at Stephanie's event, even though production shows us 30 minutes later that she kind of made some drama with Marisol and Kiki, because they asked her why wasn't she at Julia's event. She has a tantrum and then she storms off. So then we fast forward to Adriana's performance. I think she's taking herself way too seriously with the singing thing. Like, girl, lean into the art shit. Like, that was more believable. Like, like being an art dealer or whatever, and giving us facts about this shit and being a boss bitch, introducing artists to the group. But yeah, she's 20 minutes late to the stage for whatever reason, and her performance was giving karaoke. And I'm like, you rehearsed for this? Really? And then the song dedicated to her dog, that was giving Barney and Friends. It's like she just wasting everybody time at that party. So Julia later on pulls Adriana to the side to talk. They finally had the conversation they should have had at the middle of the season about Julia chasing freaking Frack's friendships. But Julia then asked her why she really didn't go to her event, and this immediately sets Adriana off. She says she's been singing for 14 years. You've been singing for one. Damn. Adriana calls her fake, mischievous, and a bad friend. Julia says, shame on you. Shame on you. And then Adriana calls her toxic and storms off. Julia goes after her and says, you would have checked on my children. Like, they are arguing in front of everybody right now. Adriana then says Julia used her to get into the group. Yes, I totally agree. Like Kiki said, you are too old to be acting like this. Sorry, Kiki. Let me see. Damn. See, y'all be distracting me. Where am I in my notes? Okay, so Adriana says that Julia used her to get into the group, and then we cut to Adriana's confessional, and she reveals in a petty way that Julia has been engaged 9 times, not 19 times, just 9, just 9. And she kept digging till she got a champion, till she found a champion player. So they still going at it. And Julia says she's gotten into it with nearly everyone in the group. And production does give us clips to show that that's actually true. It looks like she got into it with everybody on the cast except for Lisa, I believe. We then cut to Julia, and she says behind the scenes, Adriana was trying to control her, manipulate her, and make her feel small because she was becoming closer with Adriana's enemies. Now, later on, Stephanie introduces Kiki's drink. Afterward, when all the ladies are together, Kiki and Marisol then expose Adriana for actually saying ratchet instead of wretched, because Marisol said that she was the one that helped her come up with wretched. Her deal with Adriana was if she helped her, she would have to leave her alone for 2 years. And I believe her because that is very specific, but now I guess her favor is rescinded because Marisol found out that Adriana was talking shit behind her back. Now, I think that, this doesn't make either of them look good. First and foremost, Adriana, it just means that you're a liar and you should have just stood in it and just admitted it and apologized. You shouldn't even brought it up in the first place. Like, once y'all, like you and Kiki squashed it, should have ended there. And Marisol, all you're doing is just confirming what people have been saying about you from jump, that you manipulate people. Because you trying to like hold that over her was trying to manipulate Adriana. So yeah, Adriana looks caught and she starts calling Marisol old, which is stupid after all the hoopla she made over being called old. You old whore! You old whore! I'm trying to do it. Your bony knees, you old whore! My neighbor's probably thinking, what the fuck is going on in there? So then Stephanie, she tries to change the conversation to them, giving the girls gifts or whatever. And then y'all, that's pretty much the end of the party because we're now moving on to the end cards. You know what they say, like they kind of pause the frame of the housewife and then they show like what's going on present day. So let me see what you're saying, Riri. This is the one thing I do believe from Julia. I 100% believe Adriana is verbally aggressive and controlling. She literally threw it in her face that she got her on the show. I can see that, but two things can be true. I still think Julia was trying to jump ship because she knows that Adriana is on her way out because none of the ladies really fuck with her. Like outside of Gertie, and that's light, and Lisa, because that more so doesn't feel like a friendship. It feels like an alliance. I love Gertie and I want her to be on the show, but the little team up with Lisa and Adriana, it just seemed like an alliance. Unlike with Nicole, like that is her actual friend. But anyway, let's move on to these end cards. Adriana still isn't speaking to Julia. Kiki is purchasing a condo in Stephanie's building, which I thought was weird. Julia, one of two of her daughters met her black babies. Larsa bagged herself a new baller. Gertie's still in therapy. Lisa started an app with Jody, so much for her being independent. Because she definitely could have did that on her own, but now again, she's sharing it with another man. Stephanie heard from one of her phantom twin sisters that we've been hearing about all damn season. Marisol isn't important. And Alexis, she finalized her divorce, but her and Todd are dating on and off. And that is where the episode ends, y'all. This season definitely should have ended 3 episodes ago. Like I said in my title at the very top of the video, I really think they were just rehashing too much. They had perfect episodes in Spain. And they should have ended it with like just 1 episode or something, but they went over 3 episodes. It shouldn't have been 17 episodes. It should have been maybe 14. Because they kind of warned out their welcome, unfortunately. I just feel like they tripped at the finish line because my score for this episode is a 5 out of 10. And I would say my score for the season, if I had to give it a letter grade, it would be, I want to say a solid B, but I would say a B minus. A B minus. What would I rate this season out of 10? I would say a 7.5. Unfortunately, because they started doing the cast division shit that I don't like. And then the last 3 episodes weren't that great. But still, it was a good season. I guess I'm being harsh, but I feel like I would be given grace if I said an 8. But yeah, the reunion is up next, and hopefully, like it's worth it. Hopefully, they didn't over exaggerate the bomb drop that I guess is coming from Julia. I'll let y'all know. This Thursday, I am leaving for Portugal, so unfortunately, I probably won't be able to get to that until I get back. Look, we get in Potomac too, and I'm gonna still be in Portugal. I get back from Portugal on Tuesday morning. So soon as I touch down, I'm doing Potomac first. Then we're gonna get to Miami, and then we're gonna get to Salt Lake City. But yeah, y'all, that was my review. Let me see what y'all saying before I close because I want to catch up on this Cardi and Nikki beef, and then I gotta eat too. I haven't cooked yet. They both look the same age group and bony. Adriana is very interesting. On one hand, she shows she can be very sophisticated and knowledgeable. Yes. Then at other times, she's clearly regresses when she is hurt or in conflict. Thank you, Lisa, for that observation. That is so true. Oh, and let me get my little. Y'all already know. I've been a little down lately, but that's, Patreon tea. This is for, this is work, YouTube, but, you know, life be life and behind the scenes, y'all. I just don't want to burden y'all with all that. As long as I'm on here, y'all, as long as I'm on time, don't worry about me. Worry about me when I'm not on here. Also, from Marisol to lie on behalf of Adriana when she says she considers Kiki a friend is shady. Boom. Thank you for pointing that out. I totally forgot. So you're going to gaslight me into thinking this lady misspoke just so you can have collateral for her. Oh, now see, this is why I got the live chat, and this is why you're a mod, Riri. Thank you. Oh, you hit the nail on the head. Yes. Such a good point. We reached the end of the season and still no reason why Stephanie has that designated reunion seat. Look, I totally agree. I would have hoped Stephanie's sister would reach out. She talked about them so damn much like a witch chanting a spell. I still don't see how Stephanie got the first chair. Me either. I love Sevilla, and they effed that up. Yeah, I know, right? They did so well on the cash trip. We will be waiting on those reviews. Yep. And I'm going to try to get Salt Lake City out to y'all tomorrow. I'm going to try. But yeah, y'all, y'all have a great night. And, as always, this was fun. Make sure you hype the video. Thank you. And yeah, with that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for the next review.